and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It must be time for a special meeting of Commissioners Court of Grimes County, Texas. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of January, 2019. It is 9 a.m. We're calling to order Commissioners Court meeting. Would you please rise for the invocation, remain standing for the pledges to the U.S. and the Texas flag. And we're going to ask Charles Tompkins from Salem House of Blessings in Navasota to lead our invocation. Please, sir.
Let us pray. Father God, we come this morning thanking you for watching over us last night. Then waking us up this morning, giving us wisdom and strength to come and do the things that you have required of us to do. We ask your blessings upon this council. We ask your blessings upon the judge and all the commissioners and everyone that has supported this court. And we pray that you will give them wisdom. According to Solomon, he said, Father, trust you with all of our heart. Lean not to our own understanding, but in all of our ways acknowledge you. You will direct our path. So we ask you to direct every decision that is made. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pastor.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. Would you please be seated? Agenda item number 2 are public comments. We would ask that if you have a public comment, please come to the podium, identify yourself, and limit your comments, if you will, to no more than 2 minutes. Don't push, don't shove, form a line. No public comments?
I have one.
All right, sir.
To make. Next weekend, the 25th, 26th, and 27th is our annual Go Texan Cook-Off at the fairgrounds. Last year we gave out, along with Houston Livestock Show, over $50,000 in scholarships to the students of Grimes County. So please get out and support the cook-off, because all of the money that we make goes back to the youth of the county.
Since Mr. Goldstein isn't here, I will remind everyone that Crime Stoppers has their annual banquet this Saturday at 6 o'clock at the First Baptist Church in Navasota. Also, the MLK parade will begin Saturday morning at 9 o'clock in Navasota at the Bruley School, and will continue down to the Progressive Outreach Center there in Navasota, where yours truly will be the keynote speaker. So say a prayer for me.
Is there going to be a hostile crowd, or you just...
No, it's just
Okay, we will.
Always welcome it.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there any other public comments? We shall then go to consent agenda items. On the agenda, number 3, consider and take action to approve the treasurer's list of claims. We've had those submitted to us in time to review. Are there any comments or questions or concerns?
There are no comments. I move to approve the consent agenda item number 3 as presented.
Second.
There's a motion before the court on consent agenda item number 3 by Commissioner Mallett, seconded by Commissioner Dobianski. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 4, we've had a request that is submitted by our IT director, Greg Cannon. He unfortunately is broke down on the side of the road with a dilapidated radiator hose, so we're going to table his. Ms. Wagner, if you will move that to the next agenda, please. We'll then go to agenda item number 5, County Clerk Vanessa Brzezinski, and that is consider and take action to approve service provider agreement with Certified Payments and allowing the county clerk's office to accept credit card payments. Ms. Brzezinski.
Good morning.
Morning.
So this is a contract, and John C. has looked at it, just to allow our office to help facilitate payments in our office by accepting credit cards. I know several of our other offices have done the same, so it's basically the same type of agreement.
And you can do that with staff and equipment,
sir.
things of
Yes,
that
sir.
sort on hand?
Yes, sir.
This will be really a good convenience for people that come in, because I've even came in your office and you say you have to have cash.
Cash or check, yes ma'am. A lot of people are doing away with writing checks and using their cards, so this will just kind of help speed things along and help our customers.
Some of us have even done away with cash.
Right, and also we can accept requests like through email or over the phone now and process them without them having to come in our office. And then we can just mail them the documents, and it just makes it that much simpler.
And I'll ask one of the obvious questions, is our security going to be okay by having card number and information that we don't have to worry about a
Oh, I would.
Russian
think so.
invasion or anything of
Right.
that sort?
No. I mean, I know Greg has a pretty good system in place,
Right.
so I'm not really that concerned about
Okay.
it.
That was the only question I would have.
Right.
What is the term,
The term?
the length of time?
Yeah,
3 years.
3?
I think it's 3 years. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I see it.
4H.
I got it. Thank you.
I do have a question though
Yes, it is
myself.
3 years.
If we look at number 3F, it states that certified will be the exclusive provider of these fee-based electronic payment services, and that the agency, which is listed as Grimes County, may not procure similar services from any other party during the term of this agreement.
Right.
So how is that gonna affect other offices that wish to?
This
Take
is
credit.
just an agreement with this office, and I believe, Mary Ann, do y'all use certified payment? Do y'all use a different company? Okay. So basically, that's just for our office, meaning we can only use certified payments. We can't go out to another company during this contract period.
Should we have on the agreement as the agency Grimes County Clerk rather than Grimes County, Texas?
That's up to y'all. I'm okay with that.
I think you would clarify it, make it clear.
I think you're right, because there are other offices that use other services.
Ms. Mooney,
Would that be okay?
do you want to speak on behalf of on the county attorney?
I don't think it would make a difference if she wanted to add the county clerk's office. We do have a contract with certified payments already for the district clerk's office that says Grimes County. I wouldn't anticipate them suing us because a different office is using a different credit card company.
Okay,
But we could certainly add county clerk to it.
okay.
And then I have one more question. When will the payments be deposited? Are they done on a daily basis?
You know what, I'm not sure. Do you know, Mary?
No,
I don't.
Normally they do them within 2 or 3 days of the,
I know with the company that I use, what we pay for, what we charge today is in my bank account the next day, or the next business day.
Next business day.
That may be something I need to look into.
Yeah, because I believe, and I couldn't quote you, but I believe that there are some statutory requirements as to when those payments actually have to be, the transaction to our bank
Right.
account has to be
Okay.
conducted.
I can definitely ask them that.
And you said another department used it, Corey?
Yeah, district.
Yes, this was approved last month for the district clerk's office as well.
And I think it's the same contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, ma'am.
right?
So we could approve this with the understanding we would like clarification of how quickly the payments do
Yes,
come
sir.
to the county?
Is that a motion?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Any other questions, concerns? Is there a motion?
I move that we approve the service provider agreement with certified payments allowing the county clerk's office to accept credit card payments
He made it contingent upon.
contingent upon the changes that were noted in the discussion.
And that would be changing Grimes County to county clerk's office and then answering the question as to when payments are credited to the county.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I second that motion.
Okay. There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 5 by Commissioner Cox, seconded by Commissioner Dobianski. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. You are also, agenda item number 6, Ms. Brzezinski, consider and approve contract with LGS for the county clerk's office to purchase an additional 3 licenses. See attachment number 6. And those licenses were to be purchased for what?
This is, the LGS, system that we just had put in place this month. We currently just had 1 license, and that was a license that we had borrowed from the district clerk's office, and so now we're purchasing our own licenses. And so I had, Sheree attached the original contract just for reference, that was, back in 2017. So basically, the only thing that's changing is we're just adding the 3 new licenses for our office.
And was this work through Greg Cannon?
Yes, sir.
Does Greg have this amount of money in his budget for this purpose?
I can't answer that because I don't know what his budget is.
I believe he does, and I don't know if he's gonna have to make a line item transfer, but he had some discussion with me previously that in order to keep us right and keep us legal, that we really did need to have the additional licenses with the expansion of what we're doing in the county clerk's office, so.
Because that would be my only concern
Sure.
is that, when we made the budget, these weren't in there.
But he's had some additional savings in some of the other areas, so once we need to make line item transfers, I feel comfortable he will have the money.
Okay.
If not, we'll get him a second job.
So is this a monthly fee, am I reading correctly, of $890?
600, total additional monthly fee. So yes, new monthly fee would be $890.
So Judge, Mr. Cannon's pretty comfortable having an excess, or not an excess, but a savings of,
We were talking between $5,000 and $6,000, I think, from the time we got the license, because we're only doing like 9 months on this budget cycle. I think that's right. Wouldn't that be right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he and I had discussions, there's somewhere between $5,000 and $6,000.
I know that I told him not to buy a new server for my office.
Okay,
And so that there alone was gonna save about $8,000.
okay.
And that's what it's about $8,010
Is it?
at
Okay.
$890 for 9 months.
Yeah, that'd be about 81, yeah. So I'll answer for Greg, but I do believe that he has funds in the IT account to cover.
Judge, if there's no other discussions, I don't mind making a motion.
All right, sir?
I move that we approve the contract with LGS for the county clerk's office to purchase an additional 3 licenses.
Is there a second?
I said,
There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 6 by Commissioner Cox, seconded by Commissioner Walker. Is there further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. Lilly is not here. He's making the BV-COG BV Wax meeting on my behalf. But he said if we have any questions, we can call him. Agenda item number 7 reads, discuss and take action to approve the appointment of the following members to the Brazos Valley Homeland Security Advisory Committee. That would be David Lilly, Todd Green, Catherine Dornack, but if you would change her name to Kat Lee, L-E-E, that's her preferred request. Jason Katowski, Jesse Murphy, and Neil Wendell. These individuals have been contacted, to my understanding, and have agreed. I'll just verify that. Ms. Murphy's gone.
Mr.
Okay,
Nichols, yeah.
but Neil, you're here. You were contacted and you are in agreement. Okay. Because I asked Mr. Lilly, did you contact these folks? And Todd Green is out of pocket this morning. I know Kat is good with it. I know Jason is good with it.
And Jesse's good with it too.
Okay, you'll speak on her behalf. So,
That being said, if there's no further discussion, I'd like to make the motion to approve the appointment of the following members to the Brazos Valley Homeland Security Advisory Committee: David Lilly, Todd Green, Kat Lee, Jason Kitkowski, Jesse Murphy, and Neil Wendell.
Second.
there's a motion before the court on agenda item number 7 by Commissioner Walker, seconded by Commissioner Mallett. Is there further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll go to agenda item number 8. Road and Bridge Engineer Harry Walker, in consideration and possible approval for purchase of 2019 Mack dump truck, see number 8.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is a piece of equipment that was included in this year's budget. We negotiated a price approved by board, Mack truck dealer. Net price, or the total price on the truck is $131,875, and they're giving us a $30,000 trade-in on the old truck that we're disposing of. In this case, they were able to deliver this particular vehicle within 2 weeks' time, whereas the trucks we bought last year took nearly a year to get delivered, so we're happy about that.
I know you were.
I just wish when you buy this big stuff, you put a picture in so we can see how cool it looks.
We can do that.
Is this one gonna be, in all seriousness, is it gonna be yellow as the smaller trucks are?
No, these are white trucks, white body. The yellow trucks are the ones that are operated by the drainage crew.
Right.
The smaller 6-yard trucks.
I just didn't know if you're trying to put in all seriousness, a color code of equipment in the county, or when people see them, so,
When we have the option, we do white on white.
okay. Fair enough. I guess resell is easier that way. Sir?
This is a 16-yard truck.
Yeah.
It's not the small 6-yard truck.
I'm gonna tell Jimmy not to write it up for overload. Is there any further discussion?
If not, I move that we approve the purchase of the 2019 Mack dump truck.
Second.
There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 8 by Commissioner Dobianski, seconded by Commissioner Cox. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 9, consider recommendations from Selection Committee and authorize negotiations for professional engineering services related to Hurricane Harvey GLO-CDBG grant program. See number 9. Mr. Walker?
As you're aware, we were notified recently that the county would be receiving funds from the GLO related to the Hurricane Harvey recovery. These funds are being filtered through the BVCOG. In preparation for receiving those funds, we went ahead and set up, the judge appointed a selection committee. There was Commissioner Mallett, Commissioner Dobianski, and myself. We solicited statements of qualifications and received responses from 3 firms. Gessner Engineering, Strand Associates, and Goodwin Laster Strong. The selection committee met and reviewed those submittals, and after discussing the different submittals, has recommended that the county enter into negotiations with Gessner Engineering, and we asking that the court approve that recommendation. We do have several representatives of Gessner Engineering here this morning. I think most of y'all got an opportunity to meet them before the meeting. But this will be the first step in the process of actually negotiating a contract and getting them hired to do the engineering for this grant.
Okay. And Gessner's located up in Brown College Station,
Yes.
so they're close enough we can harass them if need be.
Throw rocks at them if needed.
Prefer they be in Grimes County, but that's another discussion.
I will advise the court, at this point in time, there's an ongoing discussion between BVCOG and GLO on exactly how the funds are going to be distributed.
Correct.
And we're trying to work through all that. So at this point in time, I can't tell these folks exactly what the project consists of, because we don't know right now how much money we're going to receive. We did apply for and receive an extension on the time to file the grant application until April 30th, so we do have some time to work through those issues.
If there are no other questions or discussion, I'd like to make the motion that we go with the recommendation from the selection committee and authorize negotiations for professional engineering services related to the Hurricane Harvey GLO CDBG grant program.
Second.
Is there any discussion, further discussion? There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 9 by Commissioner Walker, seconded by Commissioner Cox. With no further discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you to the selection committee.
Thank you.
That'll bring us to agenda item number 10, discuss and take action to approve Catherine Lee and Judge Joe Fout III to serve as Grimes County Representatives Board members on the Post Oak RC&D Board. And I will just tell you, Commissioners, I've put my name in there in name only. Cat Lee would be our main representative, but they only have one board meeting a year, and in the last 2 attempts to have a quorum, they have not met the required number of folks. So the next meeting is scheduled in March. The day is scheduled for. Cat Lee is not available, so I have put my name in there because my calendar will allow me to make that annual board meeting. So I'll go with the board, or I say go with the board, review what we talk about at the board meeting, and then I'm pretty much out, and then Cat Lee will be our day-to-day representative with the board. And the idea there is, and the reason for placing Cat as a board member is because there are some grants that are given, and some of those grants are even for lower income people who may have a septic problem with their system or not even have a system. We've run into a couple of 55-gallon barrel septic tanks, which we all know is not acceptable. So anyway, Cat would have an awareness of maybe those lower income that have that need and can file the grant applications on behalf of the county, and maybe 1 or 2 or 3 citizen families a year can be helped through this program. So in all fairness, I don't plan to spend much time involved in that, but however, we as a court can help Kat pursue those funds for different citizens within the county. That's our initiative, so.
And it's a good one. We haven't had anybody on that
No.
board since Judge Shiflett left. And we pay to that every year. We ask the same question every year, who is that? But we did find out there have been some changes. So whereas there used to be a certain amount allocated to certain areas, now it's all in one pot. So that makes the ability to get more money for our residents
Right.
better. So
And it's really just a matter of applying, putting the
Yes.
programs together, because some of this can be used for heavy trash, some of this can be used for tires, even electrical components. You know, it's hard to, I say it's hard. Sometimes it's what do I do with that old printer, what do I do with that old screen, what do I do with, you know, some of that electronic equipment, because some of the sites might not take that, but they have a program that would help us fund that type of activity. And I do believe, along with Commissioner, or not speaking for her, but as she, just to restate, I think it's important that we have a representative that understands that program and is in there pitching for the county.
So if there's no other discussion, then I'd like to move to approve Catherine Lee and Judge Joe Fowl III to serve as the Grimes County representative, board members on the Post Oak RC&D board.
Second.
Was that a time? Okay, Mr. B gets it. There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 10 first by Commissioner Walker, seconded by Commissioner Dobianski. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We're asking to table agenda item number 11 because we had the Elections Administration Board put together, which consists of the county judge, county tax assessor collector, county clerk, Republican Party chairman, Democratic Party chairman. We had that meeting scheduled for Monday, and with a little bit of research found we were out of order because that is an open meeting and does require a 72-hour notice. Monday's meeting was canceled. We put the 72-hour notice out. That meeting is scheduled for 4 p.m. tomorrow in the jury room over in the main courthouse to discuss the process for finding, or at least attempt, put together the process of how we're going to replace Becky Duff, who has given her notice of retirement either at the end of June or July, somewhere in that time frame and period. So with that, we're going, court's permission, we'll table agenda item number 11. And Ms. Wagner, if you will put that on next Wednesday's agenda because the board will have met by then. Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to then agenda item number 12, consider and take action regarding the burn ban and authorize the county judge as signatory. My information from the chiefs and from our emergency and management coordinator is preferred no action at this time. Is there any thought on that?
Yesterday at the LEPC meeting, they listed the fire condition as green, so it's okay.
Okay. So we will take no action on agenda item number 12. That brings us to agenda item number 13.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
There's a motion before the court to adjourn on agenda item number 13 by Commissioner Miles, seconded by Commissioner Dobianski. Is there any discussion? Oh, come on. You don't want to talk about it? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all for